up to $600 in a year. These chart patterns are very similar. And the gold move today projects up to at least $600, and silver at least to $15. When will these moves occur? Should you go out and buy gold and silver tomorrow? No. The market is not yet telling us that it's ready to do that. And what we do is just draw lines above the highs in gold. If gold breaks out over $400, it's told us it's ready to go. It's broken out. It's made new one-year highs. Let's follow the breakout. The options will still be cheap enough that you can get in at that time. If silver moves above 550, 580, it's time to follow that market too. Get into the market, buy some call options once the market tells us. But again, every situation that we've ever seen where markets have made new lows in option volatility, and the market's been in a long-term trading pattern, has been followed by a huge breakout. But you must use a method that tells you when that's going to occur. Don't guess. Let the market tell you. Okay. Let's move on to our last two positions, which are two of our favorite positions, the calendar spread and the ratio spread. They're our favorites because they allow us to take advantage of premium disparity. And they allow us to what we call cheat at trading, because we're getting such a great advantage by buying lower priced options and selling higher priced options that in many cases it's just like cheating. And we really enjoy doing it. During the summer of 1995, soybeans and corn became very volatile. People were predicting big moves in these markets, and what happened is that even though the market hadn't made big moves yet, the near expiration options, which in this case were the September options, increased in value 50% over the November soybean options, for example. So what we did is put together a calendar spread of buying November soybean calls, selling September soybean calls, buying December corn calls, and selling September corn calls. And what that allowed us to have is a trade that had a huge profit range. In this case, in soybean market, from $0 to $8. It's a profit range of a spread in the soybean market. But what we look for, and again, this is an advanced trade, what we look for is a big premium disparity between the two markets. And let me show you what that looks like. To do this, you've got to have your own equipment to bring in the strike prices of the options that will not only bring in the strike prices of the options, but will tell you the volatility of each strike price. Now, this is a recent example in the cotton option market, and the number on the left is the cotton is the month for cotton, then the strike price. For example, the top one is a December 69 cotton call. But let's take the ones we have circled, and we'll show you the difference here. This is a second one is a December cotton 77, and it's a call because we know it's a C is call, P down here is put. So December cotton 95, December 95 cotton 77 call. And here's the important number on the right. Volatility is 40. It's 40. Forget the last figure for a second. The volatility is 40. Now, let's compare that to a December 96 cotton 75 call. What is the volatility there? The volatility there is 13. 13. Now, this is an extreme example, very extreme example, but I wanted one that pops right out at you. We have one option trading 300% higher than another option. And this is an example of an extreme advantage that you can take advantage of by constructing a spread that will buy. Of course, we want to buy the cheaper option. We buy the December 96 75 call and sell the December cotton 77 call to take advantage of the huge premium disparity. And the great thing about this also is the December 95 option expires almost a year earlier. So what's going to happen to that December 95 option? It's going to decay in time value much quicker. It's going to be at the far point of the curve on time value decay. Okay. Let's look at a chart of how that actually works. And these are, by the way, these are real-time charts. These aren't something we just drew up. The chart on the left is bond future chart. and it shows bonds moving basically from about the 90 level to about the 98 level. That'd be a move of about $8,000 in the futures market. What happened to the March 100 call, which was the close to the expiration call? That's the next chart over. The March 100 call during that same time period lost all its time value. It moved from almost $1,000 to zero. Okay? While at the same time, the June option, the June 100 call, gained in time value. So what we have here, this is a great example of what happens in the calendar position and when it works right. And the March 100 call, which was overvalued, we sold. It not only had the benefit, our benefit was not only the fact that it was overvalued, but it was close to expiration. So even though the market moved up, what happened to the March close to expiration call? Went straight down, while the June call kept its value and in fact increased. Now that's the benefit of the calendar spread. Now you're going to say, well, why didn't you just buy the June call and, if you wanted to make money, or just sell the March call if you wanted to make money? We didn't know the market was going to do that. And you know what? Even if the market had moved down, the same thing would have happened. Now maybe they both would have lost, but the March would have lost it faster. So that's what we want to do when